back to my channel. I'm Jill and this is my new safe space. I'm currently in Durban at my parents' house because of the coronavirus, and obviously I didn't want to be in my apartment in Cape Town by myself. So luckily I was able to fly here before the lockdown commenced in South Africa. I was thinking of making this a get to know me video, obviously through the answers that I give. Hopefully it can give you some insight into who I am as a person and what's going on in my life at the current moment in time. Okay, let's go. Question number 1, what is my full name? My full name is Gillian Elizabeth Gregory, and it sounds like a very fancy name. Do you agree, or do you? I have 2 siblings. I have an older brother and a younger sister. I have 1 dog, Lola. If you follow me on my social media, you'll see she's always in my stories. She's my baby. I raised her from a little pup, so she sleeps with me at night, obviously when I'm here in Durban. Normally I reside and live in Cape Town. As I said before, the virus and all that kind of stuff, I decided to come here just so that I wasn't isolating by myself. Alright, both of my parents and my grandparents are all still alive. That's a lie. Both my parents and 3 of my grandparents are still alive. Unfortunately, I've lost my grandpa on my mom's side. And how old am I? I am 25. I just turned 25 at the end of March. So my birthday was actually in isolation. How crazy is that? So unfortunately, I couldn't celebrate with my friends and family. Well, family, yes. My mom, my brother, and my dad. But my sister's still in Cape Town. She stayed there with her boyfriend. So hopefully when the lockdown is all done, I will be able to celebrate with my friends that are in Cape Town. And I have some friends in Durban as well, so I'll see them before I fly back to Cape Town. How many houses have I lived in? I've lived in 6 houses. So I lived in a small farming town when I was younger for about 10 years, and then we moved to the south coast in KZN for another 10 years roughly, and then we moved to a house in Hillcrest, so that's the 3rd house. Then we moved into this house here, which we moved in about a year ago. And then just after high school I moved to Cape Town. So I was in a house and then an apartment after that, and then I moved back to Durban. Yeah, so 6 houses. I have brown hair, obviously, blue eyes, but they also change in the light and what I'm wearing, so they'll go green or like a blue-grey. My hair actually used to be super straight, but obviously following the vegan diet that I do follow, it's gone curly, I think. So I've been vegan for about 3.5, no I'm lying, it's more, 3 years, 7 months. Yeah, so that's what I eat and all that kind of stuff. So currently I'm in Durban. I'm at my parents' house. How beautiful is the decor? So obviously the decor will change when I go back to Cape Town to my apartment. So don't be surprised if you see things have slightly changed. Who is my best friend? My sister is actually my best friend. She is just under 2 years younger than me. Her birthday is actually 4 days before mine, but obviously I'm older, so it works out to just under 2 years. I'm actually in a very good place at the moment. I was in a dark space about this time last year. I actually moved from Cape Town back to Durban because I was unsure with what I was doing with my life, and it just seemed like the rational and right choice to make. But I found myself very unmotivated and unsure of where my future was going. So I became depressed and I was overeating. So yeah, it wasn't a good space for me, and I mean I've never been sad or upset in my life. So I mean obviously I've been sad, but I've never been depressed, so this was a bit of a shock to me. And I only realized this when I went to go visit my sister, and we were speaking and we were chatting, and all of a sudden I just like started crying and I opened up, and we came to the conclusion that I was actually depressed. So I decided to speak to my parents, and happy for me to move back to Cape Town into my apartment that I was in before, because the tenant had just moved out, so timing was perfect. I'm in Cape Town now, living in Cape Town but in Durban at the moment because of the virus. I have a job. I don't have a job currently at the moment, but I've been looking at getting a part-time job. I was actually supposed to go and interview for a job just before the lockdown, but obviously it didn't happen, so hopefully I can still go for the interview. Have I studied anything? I'm busy finishing my degree. I've got one module left. I am writing in May, June, but it might be postponed now because of the virus and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it will be postponed. So that is that. It was a psychology, social work and criminology degree, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using it, but I'll use it in my life. I don't think I will get a job within that field. What is my favorite color? I think at the moment it's yellow or green. If you'd asked me this when I was younger, I would have said purple. I mean, I still love every color, but I think and I picture myself as yellow, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but that's the color that I most identify with. I find that I am such a happy person, and that it just depicts me very accurately, I suppose. When is my birthday? My birthday is on the 28th of March. So I am an Aries. How tall am I? I am 177 centimeters. So it's 5'10" or 5'11". I'm just short of 6 foot. Actually, I'm currently quite tan because obviously in Durban it's very warm. So normally in winter my hair goes very dark, which it has, but it's getting a bit more light and sunlight, and I'm normally quite pale, but I've been trying to get at least 20 minutes of sun a day if I can, if the sun is out, getting some fresh air. Being cooped up all day, it's not good for the brain. You need some fresh air, and to be outside is just the best. So yeah, size wise, I follow the program Tone and Sculpt by Chrissy Chela, and I've been doing that for about a year now, and I really enjoy it. I used to follow the gym guide. Obviously now with the lockdown and all that kind of stuff, I've changed to the home guide, so I do that 3 times a week, and then I'll do cardio in between, but I do try and do 30 minutes a day of exercise, keep myself busy, and just so that my body is moving, but also I do give myself rest days where just walking around is enough, and I don't really need to do anything too strenuous. I currently reside in South Africa. I'm in Durban now, but I do live in Cape Town, so obviously I will fly back when the lockdown is over. I'd love to get to know you. I will link all my social medias at the bottom or in this video over here, so that you can follow me, and I would love to speak to you and get to know you as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and please like the video so that I know that you enjoyed this video, and also give me some suggestions on what you'd like to see from me personally. I would just like to say I hope everyone is doing okay during this lockdown. I'd just like to say I hope everyone's doing well and is okay during lockdown. Obviously I know it's difficult and it's easy to get caught up in your head, and I would just like to encourage you to just keep busy. So what I've been doing is I've found one of my old adult colouring in books, which I've been colouring in. I've been journaling, I've been exercising. Exercising is a huge one. It's very helpful just to get the endorphins flowing, and it makes you feel better like nothing else that I know. I have also been reading. I've been practicing cooking and baking and all that kind of stuff, and I hope everyone is doing okay, and I would just like to send my love, and I'm sending happiness your way, just to make you feel like you are enough. You are always enough, and if anyone ever makes you doubt that, you should probably look into that relationship. It doesn't really sound healthy. I mean, I know I say to myself all the time that I am enough, because I am. Also, I've never been in a serious relationship. Just with the way that things work out, I've never, time and all that kind of stuff has never really worked in my favor. So I've never really had a boyfriend. Yeah. So I know when it does happen eventually that it probably will be quite serious. My family always says to me that when I do eventually get a boyfriend, that it's probably going to be me done, which probably will be. I'm sending you love, and I hope that you're doing okay, and please feel free to comment down below how you're doing, and I'd love to chat to you and get to know you. And yeah, stay safe. Try and find something in your day that sparks some happiness, just to relieve all the tension and the stress of the current state of the world. And yeah, stay safe, be happy, sending my love, and I will see you next week. I was thinking, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to post every day, every week. I'm not sure when I'm going to post every week. I still need to figure out what day, but I will be making weekly videos now. But yeah, see you next week. Spread your light, be happy, and sending you love. Bye.